ended. Maybe the black magic witchcraft. So what I'm going to do until people come in, well, if you come in or not, I don't know. I'm going to see where it ended.
I be sitting there, because I used to play the flute, on the front pew talking about it. I said, look at
Oh, I
talking
missed
about
so much,
right
so
now.
much.
I don't even talk to none of them bitches up there. Not one.
So what I might do, I might do something a little different. I think I'm going to do something a little different. Oh, that's not going to work. So I'm gonna have to keep my thing up and open because it looked like it ended at 32 minutes. This is, people do this. I mean, it could be your Wi-Fi, acting up, right? So I only got 35 minutes
When
of
I
this
envisioned it as he was talking.
post
I don't even think
on
half
here.
them girls was there
That's
that
me.
night. I was like, I cried.
So it ended.
At the time, my thought was, I got a mama. And it ain't you. But anyway, so I'm just saying, So anyway, this is the information that comes to me. A man.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this up on my other phone so that I can see. Thank you. Wonderful. So it stopped at 35 minutes. I said a whole lot. And it was gone. My life ended. Okay. But I'm going to continue. So back to what I was saying. So I thought about it, and it came to me. It was a man from this church. When I was younger, there was this kid at the church who everybody said he was so bad, he was so bad, he was so bad. That probably was the energy I saw trying to fly through the room. Okay, but nevertheless, let's come back. And I remember thinking I'm going to stay away from him because he was so bad. Kind of scapegoated him or whatnot. He probably was a little mischievous. But when we got older, there was I think I was about 19 years old. There was a summer, me and him hung out. Um, I got to keep checking. You know how they do. Um, we hung out every day. We had so much fun. Every fucking day we had so much fun. Just platonic. Although he claimed he liked me. But whatever. We had a lot of fun. And I don't even remember how we started hanging out, but we did. This lady who raised me, I'm glad I was able to say this because I forgot. Would call his mother asking about me. Just weird shit like that. And when he told me, I was like, she called your mother. She knows I'm hanging out with you. Constant control. These are things that will come back to me. I know there's a lot more that no one has said to me. What are you calling his mother for? It's weird. But anyway, I don't even remember how we started hanging out or anything, but we did. Well, as time goes on, because I said some stuff, some good stuff. I was talking for about 31 minutes. I was like, well, something ain't right. So I checked, and it was like the live had ended. So anyway, so I want to try to make sure I say all those things. I think I talked about her having access, working at the clinic. I did. Probably having access to weird ass paperwork. I talked about that. So anyway, he when I got older, I would visit every blue moon, the church every blue moon, and he was acting real funny with me, right? And I was like, why you didn't call me back? You know, what's going on, this, that, and the other. Well, when we were younger, that time period we were hanging out, I did something. I was wrong, but I did. He divulged something to me and told me not to say anything, but I did. I was wrong. Okay. When he finally told me what the hell his problem was, I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I apologized and whatnot. And I was like, but it wasn't even anything that major, but it doesn't matter. I was wrong. But he didn't really want to accept my apology. So even the lady who raised me, I told her, she was like, well, y'all was kids, when that happened. I was like, yeah, but he mad, whatever. Okay. So we would talk, it kind of, he still had this chip on his shoulder toward me. Okay, whatever. I can't make you be unmad. Now, my sibling used to do a lot of things. Like he would have lectures at the library. I mean, talking about for the community, for the black community. He had his name changed to an African name, and like I said before, what difference do it make if you still gonna act like a nigga? Because in the long run, you still are just a nigga. And like Bobby Hemmett said, a nigga was a bad invention. Don't be mad at me. He said, nigga was a bad invention, goddamn. Okay. But he did a lot of positive, wrote books. So he into the STEM. That's his thing. Okay, a lot of positive things. He looked from the outside looking in. You think he was just an A1 person, but we know how that goes. So one time at the church, this young man that I'm talking about, he was in the back cooking. They was cooking. They had some kind of event. I don't remember what it was, and he was talking. He was half being kind of nasty to me. Whatever. Then somehow my sibling's name came up. And he said something like made fun of him and his work that he did. It's like, and I remember sitting up there looking at him like, why would you make fun of? He's doing positive things for the community, which he was. But he made fun of it. And I remember thinking to myself, I looked at him, I was like, he's jealous. And then I remember the next word I thought to myself was girl. He's a girl. Because I don't understand this thing with men being jealous. Well, I really don't understand the men being jealous of women. And my sibling is a boy, but still. So I was like, oh, okay. And I wanted to tell my sibling, but I didn't. Because he thought he was somebody. So I didn't say anything. Like, whatever. So when I first left my grandparents' house, that Briandra Bellamy over there, she had a hat and he left a hat. She ain't grateful. But text me talking about I wish somebody let me a hat. A real poor bitch. I had to run for my life. They sending hitmen, the neighbor involved, the Christian woman over there involved, the woman tenant screaming and hollering Jesus all night long with her praying, she involved. They dead animals all over the place, dirty, nasty used pads in front of my yard and shit, spider webs and fungus in my house, bitch with a stinking ass astral projecting in my house. Let me go save myself and my child. Because these motherfuckers obviously are trying to do me in. Sorry, grandparents. They're like, and fuck you, Brianna Joe Bellamy. Your dumb ass. You go save yourself. Oh, silly asshole. Poor bitch. Looking to steal somebody else's shit. And gonna criticizing me. Like your criticisms. Little urchin, animal. Moves me. You dumb whore. With $11. You couldn't get Kendrick. It must not have been all that delicious. If Kendrick Lamar ain't give you more than $11. Any motherfucking way. Like you are somebody to criticize anybody. You can get on here and pretend. I wouldn't give a fuck if you was a fucking quadrillionaire. You fucking nobody. So desperate, trying to get somebody else's shit. Broke bitch. And I don't mean financially broke. You just broke. Born broke. So any motherfucking way. This man that I'm telling y'all about. When I first left that house and I moved, and I didn't realize a lot of shit, okay? They kept doing a lot of dream infiltration. That's what these motherfuckers do here. That must be big on the black magic front in Cleveland. Dream infiltration. Because that was happening a lot. But the people that were doing it was, besides this fake mother and her weird ass family, were some of these church folks. Why are y'all infiltrating my fucking dreams? Y'all doing this for her. Fake mama. Sister Louis. And I could just picture her sitting there telling them what to do. And they, all right, Sister Louis. All right, mother. Why are you infiltrating my dreams? But the thing about it is, those people at that church, that people were condescending to, treated them like they were nobody, isolated them. They wasn't the popular ones and part of the cliques and groups and dumb shit. Was talked about, laughed at. None of them did anything. None of them bothered me in any way, shape, or form. Not one. It was them, the popular, the elders, the sisters. You know, sister such and such. But them other ones who they would act like ain't shit, who got laughed at and all of that type of thing, none of them, not one of them. See, what I said earlier when it was, the live went off, and I'm going to say it again. People, this young man, him being upset at me for something that happened like 10 years earlier. You never called me. You never said, Nikki, you know, I found out, I'm pissed at you, this, that, and the other. Okay. I admit I was wrong. I told him I apologize. I was wrong. But you never, none of that. Then here we are 10 years later. And now you're acting toward me like it happened yesterday. Not, you know, I was upset with you because such that when we was back then, when we was hanging out. Okay, I was wrong. Shit, fuck it, I was wrong. I apologize. But what I was saying is, I find that what people do when there's a person that is targeted, And it happens to be a person who takes the time to get to know you and enjoy you and like you. And will even say to you about them targeting you being wrong. They find, many of them will find a reason. It can be very small because it wasn't anything that big of a deal. Well, at least to me it wasn't. But I wasn't on his side and I was wrong. But they will find, but I thought we was friends. I said, well, here we are 10 years later. However many years later. Like Lady Ray said, y'all was kids. Okay, well, he's still mad. But they find a reason to join. One, like, I'm just mad at you. Fuck it. Fuck you. I ain't gonna never talk to you no more. No, I'm going to join the bandwagon and target you too. Because that's what the fuck you want to do in the first fucking place. Either that or you want to find a reason to be a part of the group. People have this need. They got to be a part of the group. They will even tell you they wrong for that. Like this girl that I went off on the one time for the dream infiltration. I talked to her cousin for a hot second, and he said to me, you know, they jealous of you, this, that, and other. But never mentioned it, but I will tonight. He joined, briefly, slightly, with the dream infiltration. Here go this nigga. You don't even go to the church. Nigga, the only reason, this is what he said, the only reason they mad at you because they jealous of you, blah, 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 blah. That's the only reason they ever treated you that way. So you're aware of it. But you get on board. I mean, god damn. So they find a reason. I ain't saying all of them. Why? Because they don't want to be targeted. Or simply, they want to be in the group. They got to be, people that got to be in the group. It's just like Brianna Jewel Bellamy. She had to be with the group. I thought she was a cool person. I bet you know I'm a fucking cool person. But you had to be with the group. You wanted to be a part of it too. And I was going to get something out of it. I was going to get her money and her life. So I was willing to. I was going to do, I want to be put through, I want to have fun. That's fun. Target somebody. And I'm going to get money too. That's what they do. And when he did it, when he was upset, and the thing about it, I apologized, we talked about it, but he was still mean and nasty to me. Not just, well, I don't want to talk to you no more, but mean and nasty. I said, okay, so you just wanted to, you found a reason to be a part of the group, to target me. That means you have had conversations about it. Okay. I'm used to it. And I still ain't gonna stop being myself. Fuck all y'all. Give a fuck. Like the man said, your thoughts ain't my thoughts. You don't pay a bill. You're not in my skin. I'm not in yours. Fuck you. Go be with the group. So he used to say to me when we were older, he felt like, you know, I feel like I'm supposed to be up there talking about in the pulpit. Me preaching, be saved and all that shit. Okay. His father was a minister. Okay. So he got saved and all that kind of stuff, all that. Next thing I know, he becomes a deacon. And then I guess elder. Because during COVID, I would occasionally watch, when they had the church service on Facebook or whatever. And I remember, might have even been here on YouTube, I saw him up there preaching. I said, okay, he must be an elder now. But the interesting thing is, he was one of the people that was doing a dream infiltration 3 times, I remember. And I think and when I was doing those blackout videos, I made a video about it. I don't remember the title or anything. I'm just trying to understand. What the fuck did she say to y'all to make you do that? Now, the one I talked about in the car, Steve, with the money in the envelope, the vision I had, he didn't do it, but I guess he figured he didn't need to. He got the money in his hand. What the fuck did she say to y'all? Well, he was like, what is she, the godfather or something of y'all? The godmother of y'all? Because the bishop dead and gone.
Have a good time. So call you about it. Have a good time.
What? And then you do your fake church services online and shout and scream all over the place and hallelujah and all of that kind of stuff. But you come in with you invading my dreams for her. There was one girl that came in. She only did it once. Trying to get me to show her a picture of my birth mother. Now, sometimes when they would come in a dreamscape and do things, trying to, whatever they was trying to do, but sometimes trying to get me to say things or get them information or whatever. Sometimes, God is there. The Holy Ghost is there. Ancestors, whatever, to protect you instead. Because sometimes they would try to make me do things or show them things or say things to them, and I would go to do it and I would be stopped. So she tried to get me to show her a picture of my birth mother. And I was going to show her. But it was pages of pictures, and they just kept, the pages wouldn't stop. And it was like, I couldn't do it. That motherfucking Philippe, when he did that shit, when his fucking mother was on the bed, when they pulled me into their bullshit. Trying to get me to say that I love you. My tongue just couldn't say shit. This was long before I met ugly ass Brianna Joy Bellamy, before I started my first channel. Couldn't say anything. But I'm trying to understand, what the fuck did she say to you that made you say, okay, this is what God wants us to do, to invade her dreams? Not call her, not reach out to her, not email her, not text her. None of, my number has not changed. She has my phone number. None of that. And then go on church on Sunday and then just shout and roll all over the place, screaming and hollering that you loves the Lord. What? What did she say? Did she have something over your heads? Do y'all owe her something? When she said she was going to give you some money, some of that money was supposed to go toward the church, the buildings funds, the concession stands, because she was over the concessions for the national meeting. What? Good church folk. So the channeling that I got with the last video was this person stalking you, blah, 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 blah. Want you, mad at you because you wouldn't have them in your circle. What fucking circle? And how would you know if I had one or not? I haven't talked to you in years. But besides that, ain't you saved and sanctified and Holy Ghost filled and fire baptized? I've been reading tarot on YouTube since 2001. Ain't that supposed to be Eve? Ain't that Satan's work? Don't the Bible say don't read tarot cards? Which it don't say that, but okay, that's what y'all believe. Don't read, but well, it say you ain't supposed to mess with y'all know what it say. Shit, fuck it, I ain't gonna look it up, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So you say with that tarot. So what would you want to have anything to do with me? And stalking me. Oh, that's right. You work in law enforcement, right? I know your brother does, well, he used to. I always liked him. And for some reason, I cannot, the one that's older than you, I was thinking about you all today. I cannot remember his name. Ain't that some shit? I always liked him. He's a cool motherfucker. I just cannot remember his name. So, and don't you have something to do with law enforcement too? Well, didn't he become a police officer or something like that? Is that how you're stalking me? Because you did the dream of dreams that 3 times and you stopped. I guess you find a better way to stalk. Because again, don't you work in law enforcement? He damn sure do. Well, he did. I can't imagine him quitting until he retires. I don't have nothing against with it, no issues with him. I know the rest of your family. Don't fucking bother me. I did see your sister, the second sister in Heinens one day. Don't bother me. I know she's supposed to be mean and tough the way y'all act, but don't fucking bother me. Like you've been bothering me. So Orlando, is it fucking you? Are you the one? When the message came the other night that's doing the dumb shit? In my circle. What circle? And it's amazing. These people, you have wives, children, homes, families. Shouldn't you be attending to your wife and children? I guess you're still married. See how much I know about you? Not a goddamn thing. Nothing. Now today, I'm driving along, minding my fucking business. And here they go. Okay, here's my ear. Here's the same shit. Then my eyes. Now, did y'all go to work today? I really don't want to say her name. I really don't. I really don't. But was that you and Verna? And I'm sure after the stuff that I did on the last video, I'm sure she really probably does not want to bother me like I've asked her to. Are you forcing her to do things against her will? I'm just asking questions. You have something over her? to make her participate and do your little black magic and shit so you can get something out of it, so you can try to figure out what she know, how she know, when she know, blah blah blah, and all the rest of the bullshit, how she be knowing that stuff. I told you way back when we were hanging out. How do you know? And you said, how you know that? I'm like, I thought everybody knew. How you don't know? Well, I know it was called being psychic and all of that type of shit. What was you? I was like 19. If that's the case, and you did help him do something to bother me while I'm minding my business, working, but maybe you have something over here, honey. Silly as you are, I certainly hope that you would not allow this motherfucker or anybody else to make you do something that you don't want to do. I don't care what you did. Just own up to it. So you ain't nobody's fucking slave. And they can call on you and say, you don't, I'm gone. Tell motherfucker. And then you can let her know you're going to tell the bishop that he's a warlock, a wannabe warlock. Or maybe bishop knows. Shit, I don't know. Don't let nobody put you in no bind in situations to fuck you up all the more. But nigga, is it you? Was it y'all? You the one hiding off in the fucking shop. Let me see what the car said. Let me see. Yeah, we're not friends any longer. That's what you're mad about? Nigga, I was 19, you was 20. I'm 53. Ain't you my age? Or 54? What else? Anything else? I don't know, motherfucker. Maybe, are you in the wheel of the misfortune right now? Maybe something's fucked up in your life and you ain't able to handle shit. Okay? Because you damn sure, see, this you supposed to be the preacher man. Get saved, filled, baptized, and all of that type of shit. But you're not acting like it. Maybe you don't want to do it anymore. Maybe you don't want to be that. Maybe you never felt you were that. Maybe you felt you was a warlock. Okay? Maybe that's what you were feeling spiritually. Maybe that's what I don't know. Are you under some kind of judgment, motherfucker? Maybe that's what you were feeling when you thought you were supposed to be up in that pulpit preaching. Maybe you felt that you were supposed to be doing, maybe it's something else that you were supposed to do. Maybe you're supposed to be working in the occult or something like that. Being an occultist or some shit like that. Okay? You need to take some time to go within to figure out who and what the fuck you truly are. That's not the way. Yeah, maybe your mom wouldn't like you, your parents wouldn't like you, your sister and your brothers wouldn't like you. So what? It's your life. You have to live your own life. And maybe y'all don't like to hear me say that, but he does. He has to live his own fucking life, but damn sure leave me the fuck alone. I'll tell you that. Anything else here? Okay. Yeah, you feel whatever it is that you're doing, you feel like you don't belong. Like it's not, that's not it. That you have not reached, or whatever it is that you feel within. I don't know what it is. I'm not, shit, I don't know. Okay. Maybe that there's another spiritual road or something, another path that you're supposed to be on, and that you haven't found it. I'm hearing your destiny. You're not clear about it. Okay. You're not clear which way to go. What is this? You're trying to hold on. You're trying to hold on to what we were taught as children and young people growing up in the church. You're trying to hold on to that, okay? But it's like it maybe it doesn't resonate with your spirit anymore, your mind, okay, your soul, your being. Okay, it's no longer resonating. I need to move on. I want to walk further and higher. Okay, go higher distances. I don't know, long something or other, long paths or long walks or something. Okay, it's not getting you to your destination, your destiny, your destination, or what it is that you feel within. All right. And I feel like maybe you have some kind of desperation or whatnot because you don't want to live in regret. You don't want to just keep doing something and doing something, even though it's no longer resonating with you. It doesn't fit you. It doesn't fit your mind, your soul, your being, so on and so forth. But you probably are afraid to walk away. What will my family think? What will my family think? What will my friends think? So on and so forth if I do that, okay? But you, at the same time, you're battling within because you don't want to live in regret, okay? You want to move on. You want to move higher. You feel like there's something more. Okay. You want to bring things, you want some kind of peace. You want to bring things into balance here. Okay. Within yourself, within your being. I'm hearing like you haven't found it yet. Okay. And whatever it is, there's something speaking to you, possibly an ancestor or something like that. See, like your father was a minister. You might come from, I don't know your family or anything. Maybe you come from a long line of ministers or people who worked in the church, and maybe there were people in your, I don't know. I'm just saying maybe. There were people in your family who were very spiritual people who worked in, maybe they might have practiced hoodoo or something like that, okay? Or, hold on. The dark arts. I'm hearing very, which is kind of, I want to say it surprised me, but I don't know you like that. Okay, very dark. The dark arts, your family, history, lineage, line. Okay, there's a line in your family of the practicing of the dark arts. Okay, or I don't want to, I'm not thinking evil. Not necessarily evil, but just dark. The occult, the secret 4/4, things that secrets, okay, secrets were passed down to you. They've given you, see, they be talking to you at night, okay, or whenever, thinking at night. They be talking to you, they be telling you things. It's like I see you sitting up in your bed. It's like you're holding your stomach, like you feel uncomfortable, like maybe like you ate something or something like that. I just did feel a little gas bubble right there, okay, but I feel like it's resonating here with what I'm saying, okay, like uncomfortable, but it's like it's, fire, it's like that. Shut up in my bones, like Jeremiah. It won't leave me alone. I don't know the rest of the words, okay? But that's what it's like. It's like something shut up down in the pit of your belly, okay? And here it is. Don't let the cards spook you, goddamn, okay? But it may be like ancestral type of something, and they've passed it down to you, okay? But you don't want to hear it. You don't want, here it is, something new, a new thought, a new way of being. You don't want to reflect on it. It's like, but at the same time, you're feeling like you're not living in your truth. Okay. I asked you, do you feel like you're a king? I'm hearing he's more than a king. I'm hearing a nature. Maybe your nature is to be more than like a king, because it was this king of wands in reverse. Okay, like you're not living in your power, in your truth. Okay, of what has been given to you, the nature of what has been given to you. Okay, and you don't see how it's going to happen, you don't see it coming, but at the same time it's like I feel like you're I don't know, maybe you're having troubles at home. Okay, um but I ain't gonna dwell on that. um you know, and you're probably burdened by this. It's a great weight on you. Like I said, you tell me all the time, I feel like I know I'm supposed to be up there. I feel like I'm supposed to. Well, that's usually where we start, especially for those of us who grew up in the church. We start there. I don't care for the rest of y'all. Y'all don't like it. It ain't right, but you know, it is right. It's exactly what's right. You need to listen to the calling. If it's ancestors, is wake up, motherfucker. We done pass this gift down to your motherfucker. The little kid who everybody called bad, who didn't nobody want to be around. And they done passed you down your heritage, your lineage, who you are. You need to come into that place of self-discovery. Okay? And live it, walk in it, and be it. Okay? And maybe you actually save your home. For real. Not that shit they be doing on Sunday morning. How she be knowing that stuff? You probably would too if you tapped in to your truth and listen, okay, to your ancestors who are calling you and telling you to come on home, boy. That's exactly what I just heard. Come on home, boy, and do your work. Okay. That's where we start. That's where I started. Went to the seminary, became a missionary, all preaching and all that. I was doing all of that shit. It don't stop there. Now, maybe for some people, maybe that's their path. Apparently, it's not yours, and you know that. This is what you... I don't know if you're having issues at home, which I ain't gonna even touch that, but you're looking for an empress. You're looking for, and honey, I ain't talking about you. Please don't be upset. And maybe it is her. Okay, it might just very well be her, but maybe it's something that needs to take place in you for it to come to the fullness in her, to the forefront in her. Okay, you're looking for someone to match that energy, but how can you find it if you're not living in it and walking in it? Okay, and if you do here, you will find yourself going from the wheel of the misfortune to the wheel of fortune. Okay, upright. I'm not talking about money. Okay, that be that like a result of. Okay. All right. I don't know. Queen of Pentacles. I'm not quite sure. What y'all say? Clarify. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. I'm thinking about this one reader on here. I don't watch her anymore, but when I had my old channel, I used to watch her. She'd say, "What else, spirit?" I like it when she did that. So I ain't copying off her. She copied off of her. No. It was spiritual sad. She used to say, "What else, spirit?" I like that. That's what I'm feeling though. What else, spirit? I like that. Okay. Clarify. What is this Queen of Pentacles all about? Who's the Queen of Pentacles? He thinks it's you. You think it's me. You think I have the answers that you were looking for. Okay. To help you out. But nigga, not that way. Okay. So here you can stand and come from out of this where you can't handle shit. Shit fall. See, it's like when you don't walk your path, and you're not in alignment with your being and yourself, shit falls apart. Why? Because you're not where you're supposed to be. It's not you. You're trying to live something else. You're trying to be some. It's a Dr. Jewel Pookrum. One thing she said, old lecture I watched of hers, that cancer is a sign of a person not living their truth. I'm not saying you have cancer, you're gonna get cancer. I'm just saying that. I'm saying that when you don't walk in alignment and listen to yourself, to the God within. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it wasn't so, I wouldn't have told you, goddamn. Okay. Right. I mean, you coming from that Christian perspective and dynamic. Really read the story. Read them 4 books. That's all that's in that manual. Just them 4, but they took the rest of them out and hid them in other places. But read it to see who this person truly was. Not what we were taught in Sunday school. Okay? And you will have an understanding of the path that he walked and why he was crucified. For real. It don't hurt to read some other shit too. Because they took books out. Obviously. You mean tell me that's it? No, they took books out. Some of them hidden. You have other books. You have other gospels, so on and so forth, that are out there in the bookstores and libraries and all. You can pick up all them shits. Okay, yeah, so that you can stand, okay, and fight against these things that are coming at you again, once again, to save your home, okay, and save your life, okay. But please don't come at me with the bullshit. I went to seminary with this man, right? Years later, I wasn't even doing tarot or anything, okay? Not even at home. I mean, I would go to tarot readings and whatnot, get them or whatnot. I wasn't watching tarot. I didn't even know it was existed on YouTube, okay? There was a guy who was a minister. He was Baptist. And we just started talking to each other, okay, through Messenger. This man started asking me to teach him. I'm like, teach you? Teach you what? We both went to seminary. No, he was having this battle within. And he knew that there was more. And he felt that I had the answers to help him, to teach him. But he was really scared. And I said, okay, I'll teach you what I've learned, what I know. He backed out. Because he was really, he was scared. But he knew, he was like, but this ain't it. It's more, nigga, if that's what it is, and that's what you need to. But don't. I'm so sick of y'all bothering me. I'm so sick. How does she know? How does she know what it is that she know these things? These, people call them gifts, whatever. Okay, like I said, 19, you ask me, I'm like, well, how don't you know? It's just like it's always been there within me. And guess what? For you to feel like that, it's always been there within you. Don't try to siphon off of me and take shit from me and take me from me and do your fucking black magic on me. That just brings karma to your motherfucking ass. Anything else here? I'll put that to the side. Maybe you were thinking about the times that when we did hang out. We had a lot of fun, y'all. We had a lot of fun. I did. Well, we both did. I believe he did. We had a lot of fun. Maybe that's what you're thinking about as well. Okay, in our youth. Okay. Because you're really not happy right now. You're not satisfied, okay? But goddamn, like I said, do not target me like that. That's not going to help you. You go, apparently, if your ancestors are speaking to you and this is coming to you and there's something in your ancestry and in your lineage, it's a heritage that has been passed down to you and given to you and you ain't finding it there, then you need to start looking and searching. But not by doing no black magic on me. And damn sure, leave that girl alone. Leave that woman alone. Okay. If that's the case. I had a feeling, I said, this is not him doing it, it's her doing it. And I feel like she don't want to, but maybe he's holding something over. I don't give a fuck what she has done. I don't know why people sit up there and they want to talk about people and they want to criticize people and put them down and this your past and this what you did and that's all. So the fuck what? So did you. So have you. If she's done something in her life that you know about, don't do that to her. I'm gonna try to put her in a state of misery. I mean, I don't understand this shit. Okay, don't be trying to siphon off of her and make her do something that she doesn't want to do. Make her feel more shame than she already guilt than she already feels. All right. Anyway, okay. I think that's it. But that's what you be a man. Okay. You're not living. It's like scraps. You like scraps what you are receiving. Okay. Um, I just heard the word justice. You need to bring justice to yourself, to your reality. Okay. To who it is that you are. Okay. And, you know, a lot of people can't walk a path. It's unfortunate. But a lot of people can't walk a path. A lot of people. What am I trying to say? Independently or walk away from what they know is it's not working for them anymore. Like, I've gotten here what I needed. Now it's time for me to go higher. Because you're too afraid of what mama gonna think, daddy gonna think, sister and brother gonna think, what church people gonna think, and all of that shit. Who cares what they think? And here it is, you have a whole path, a whole destiny that where you can act, especially times we living in right now, where you're supposed to be doing some work that your ancestors done gave to you and set on your head and whatnot, because you want to be in my circle, and I'm sitting here reading tarot. I don't have no circle number one, so don't even forget that. But I'm sitting here reading tarot. Why? Oh, I see. Something is stirring within you, in your being. And you're afraid to explore. You're afraid to go out there and look and explore and find out what it is exactly. I keep hearing occultist. Who it is that you're supposed to be and what it is that you're supposed to do. Okay. I keep hearing that. I heard this is going to save the world. But you understand. Okay. Maybe those you love. You know that paradigm is kind of dying away. Okay. I ain't here preaching nobody but him. Okay. Right. So that's the end of that. Don't do that shit no more. Leave me alone. Seriously. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay? Go be happy. Find yourself. Next time they come to you and scare the shit out of you at night, and you hear knockings on the door and dreams and visions and all of that kind of stuff, instead of being scared and the blood of Jesus it away and all of that kind of thing, stop. Ground yourself. And speak. Oh, so this is so interesting. So last night I was reading 1 Samuel chapter 2, I believe. And that's when Samuel was a boy, a kid, or young. And it said he was ministering, quote unquote, to Eli. And he was in another room and he heard his name called, Samuel. So he went to Eli, you know, what's up? And Eli was like, I didn't call you. Go back to his room. Samuel, go to Eli. What's up? Eli like, I didn't call you. Go back to his room. Third time, Samuel. He goes to Eli. Hey, Eli, I didn't call you. but I know who did. God called you. Next time, go when you called again and let God speak. And then come back and tell him what he said. So when they come to you and all of that kind of thing, let them speak. Let God speak to you. God ain't in no box. I know that's what they taught us, but okay. All right, that's the end of that. All right. You all have favor. Peace.